But you were the chosen one! Well, then somebody lied to you, because I have never been chosen to be designated driver in my life. Okay people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Today I'm taking a look at the Bandai SH Figuarts Star Wars Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now I realize this is coming in way late, several months late in fact, but I was thinking when I first got this I thought, oh, another Obi-Wan. I wasn't too impressed with the episode 2 Obi-Wan, so getting this, I thought, it's the same thing, different heads. But after slipping him out of his plastic prison to go along with the Star Wars Black Series General Grievous, I realized, oh, it's not the same sculpt. So I got kind of excited, but things got in the way, and I keep getting comments of, when are we going to get an Obi-Wan review? I'm going to now, no matter how old it is and how many views this may not get. I want to get this out of the way and get this on the shelf. Looking at the package, it's your standard SH Figuarts packaging, the silver motif for the prequels, the Star Wars logos, just drop it on the ground. See most of what comes in the package, the extra hands, the lightsaber. On the side, pretty promotional shot of the figure itself, more logos, more words. On the back, yet more promotional shots. You get him fighting Anakin right here, some of the extra stuff, the extra heads. Down here's the unreadables, the warnings. On the side, more silver, this holographic thing saying it is an SH Figuarts release official. On the top, Star Wars, silver. On the bottom, more legalese, you're winning lottery numbers, but let's see what's going on here. For the instructions, it shows all the different hands. It shows that, yes, one head comes off, the other head comes on. Switch the hands out by plugging the peg into the hole. Lightsaber comes apart because on both ends of the pommel, there's something to get in the way of the hand. We'll see how that works when I get to it. And then the lightsaber without the blade has a peg on it, plugs into the belt, which is how it comes in the package. Out of the package, and you have Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, it's Jedi garb. But Bandai always does a good job of adding a little bit of texture to the places that could be smooth, could be a little bit boring. It adds the wow factor up a little bit. There's even differing cloth textures to the different materials. Not so much texture to the pants, but again, maybe it's a different material. Maybe it's a microfiber or something. Not the softest lower tunic in the world, but they are split in several places to get out of the way of leg articulation. Sculpted detail on the belt is damn amazing. For a minute you think, oh, this hole is distracting where the lightsaber plugs in, but it kind of gets lost inside this lightsaber holder, whatever that is. The silver canisters, another pouch, come around pouch, canisters, pouch, pouch, canister. Even the little brass tacks or rivets or whatever are nicely punched in. You can see up the sleeve, outside this bigger tunic-like shirt, there's a separate arm piece coming out of the middle of that. And of course that matches the undershirt from up here. And then we get up to the likeness, and I think the biggest thing here, it's a great likeness. The sculpt is almost spot on. I think what throws me are the eye color themselves. It's kind of faded, it's kind of light, it kind of looks like he has cataracts. I don't know, they're not as piercing, they don't stand out as I feel like they should. But Bandai has toned down on the gold highlights in the hair a lot over the years, and I like that this is mostly brown. Now there is a little bit of shine to it, but that's knocked down a little with this dark wash to bring out the details of the sculpt. And altogether, that just works, it works great. It doesn't seem to have the usual trappings of the Jedi sleeve that we've seen with figures in the past. It doesn't have a little nick sticking out a little bit that gets caught whenever you overbend the sleeve here. You get a little bit of gap, but it goes right up in there, no problem. I guess if you turn it, no, not even then. It seems to want to miss altogether. So they've redesigned that a little bit just to help out. Now I talked a little bit about the paints on the belt, this brown matching this brown here. But when I first saw the promotional shots and then I got the figure in the mail, I looked at it in the package and thought, man, these boots are way too red. This brown is too dark. It doesn't really match the rest of the figure. But then I went back and did some research, and it's damn close to the actual colors from the movie. Especially the costume stills where Ewan McGregor is trying on the costume. It matches up pretty damn close. I just never realized it before actually watching the movie, I guess. Going over articulation, there is what we usually think of as a wrist joint up at the top of the neck that hinges and then swivels at both sides. And then there's a ball joint down at the bottom of the neck. And all that together, you can bury his chin on his chest. Look up, not bad. The hair kind of crashes on the collar right there. But oh, tilt, and then of course swivel. And then we get to the shoulder, which is all kinds of mechanical craziness here. There is a butterfly joint in the actual torso there. Get out of my way, Shadow. And then another joint comes out with another cap that kind of acts like a ball joint inside that butterfly joint, coming out to a ball joint, then the shoulder. So inside the butterfly, you get this and this and this, and then butterfly, you get forward, you get back, you get ball joint at the end that comes up to there, rotates around, and then there's rotation at the bicep. Single hinge elbow comes up past 90. Swivel hinge swivel at the wrist, so you can get up and down, swivel, bring it around, you can get it going side to side, pop the hand off. Ball joint at the waist behind this belt, you can get forward, you can get back, some tilt. Leg comes forward, back, out, a little past 45. A little bit of swivel up there. Single knee comes up about there. You can rotate at the bottom of that knee joint. Ankle is a dumbbell joint. It goes back a little bit, goes forward a little bit, rocks back and forth, and then toe joint goes all the way up. For accessories, Obi-Wan comes with 2 fists, comes with 2 splayed out hands, comes with 2 loose grips, and 2 tight grips. On these, you don't want to push straight on. The hole goes up into the thumb. So whenever you're putting it on, kind of angle it down and back. He comes with a right kind of force wielding type hand. Then he comes with the peace sign, doink the eyes, kind of lightsaber stance hand. And to be honest here, this is probably the most pleasurable experience I've ever had changing out hands. I know that sounds weird, but I wanted to emphasize just how easy these are to pop on and off. I've never had them this easy before. Just push and you're done. For the lightsaber, once again, my blue background works against me, but this is the bluest blade we've seen in the Figuarts line. And then the lightsaber hilt itself, just look at the colors there. The silvers, the golds, the black. It's, ooh, delicious. I love this lightsaber hilt. And of course, like the instructions show, it comes apart here for easy putting in the handness. Just slip it in there, then put the other end on, and you've got it in his hand. But if you're using the loose grip hand, it just pops in from the side. You don't have to take it apart, and he holds it, I feel like kind of more in a relaxed position, natural, I think. But like we saw in the instructions, he also has a lightsaber hilt with the peg on the side. Same nice colors, same nice sculpt. That plugs right into his belt right there. And he's out for a night on the town. And then finally, we looked at the head, the contemplating head, the just listening head. But he also comes with an alternate screaming head, kind of that, "You are my brother! I've got the high ground!" And this is a nice sculpt too. You can see his teeth, his mouth open, kind of more angry, furrowed brow. Hair is a little bit more out of place than the other, but he's also been lightsaber fighting. And honestly, I'm just happy to see an alternate head that isn't just eyes looking to the left. So anything is better than that. Now, I do notice that popping the head on and off, the ball joint is really tight, and I kind of worry about this joint being like this. If you have this back a little bit, you look up in there, there's the hole, and you're missing it, you're just futile attempt at popping that on. You have to line it up pretty straight and then hope for the best. Well, not hope for the best, it goes on, but see, it wants to pop forward if you're not lined up. You have to feel for it, you have to get it, and then hit it. Honestly though, I like the more neutral looking head. It fits my idea of Obi-Wan. For size, Obi-Wan is 5 7/8 tall. Here he is with other SH Figuarts Obi-Wans. Let's see if this works. You can tell that the blue is a little bit more vibrant than the other 2 blue lightsabers. I don't know what it is about the episode 2 Obi-Wan that I don't care for. I love the episode 1 one. They nailed it. The episode 3 one, I'm loving more and more as I play with it. The episode 4, yes, I put a cloth robe on it. I didn't care for the plastic hood, but they nailed it there. I'm also noticing here there's a little bit more kind of wash to the costume here than these 2. You can see some orange down in the crevices. But it works out to be just a natural progression of Obi-Wan from start, well, to finish. Here he is with the SH Figuarts episode 3 Anakin, and I guess the blues do match between these 2 lightsabers. But this is fantastic looking. You think of Anakin as a little bit taller than this, but if you do this and then compare it to this, it's pretty damn close. But then here it is with the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Episode 4 Obi-Wan and the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Episode 3 Obi-Wan. Pretty good size between these 2. This one's a little bit bigger. That's also a custom head. I gotta fix that someday, make all the skin tones match and all that. But now that I have this, I don't need this on the shelf anymore. And then finally, here it is with the Bandai model kit General Grievous. This works perfect. So at the end of the day, what I thought was gonna be one of my least favorite Obi-Wans turns out to be one of my most favorites. No Obi-Wan will ever take episode 4's place, but as much as I like the episode 1 from SH Figuarts, episode 3 quickly overtook that. But this is really surprising. I'm glad I finally opened this up, and I'm glad I'm finally going to get this into the display. It's everything you expect from SH Figuarts, and with the hype of an Obi-Wan movie or TV show hopefully coming in the future with Ewan McGregor, we should expect more Obi-Wan figures, so get used to it. Like I said at the first, this is coming in late. It may be a little bit easier to get now. I haven't actually checked online, but if you skipped on this one thinking it's just another Obi-Wan, it's not. It's a new sculpt 100%. It's a little bit broader. The legs are a little bit thicker. He's older, obviously, but it still works as a great SH Figuarts figure. Heck, it works fantastically as a great Star Wars figure, period. So, short and sweet, hard to call out a lot on a figure this good. If you like the review, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.